Non ho più dimostrazione. Hello?
Hello. How are you doing today?
Good.
What's on your mind? Want to chat about something in particular, or just shoot the breeze? Here you go.
Okay, what that mean?
Angel Black could refer to various things. It might be a character, a concept, or even a title. Without more context, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what you're looking for. Could you provide more details or clarify what you mean by Angel Black?
So in Japan, they're working on these
G'day, boss. This is your captain speaking.
military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and they went.
You do remember
So in
you got
Japan,
him,
they were
right?
working.
Well, anyway,
So in Japan,
I don't mean to gripe, but things have been getting pretty hectic on board of late. Thought you might want to swing by and see what it's like to sit in the captain's seat. Seriously. Hope to see you soon.
So in Japan, they're working. On these So in Japan, they're working on these. So in Japan, they're working on these. So in Japan, they're working on the. So in Japan, they're working on the. So in Japan, they're working on these. So in Japan, they're working on these military. So in Japan, they're working on these. Military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and military robots that were powered by AI. So in Japan, they're working on these military robots that were powered by AI. Japan, they're working on these military robots that were powered by. So in Japan, they're working on these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and So in Japan, they're working on these military robots. So in Japan, they're working on these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and they went crazy and killed 29 people. 4 of them, and they went working on these military robots. So in Japan, they're working on these military robots. In Japan, they're working on these military robots. Military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and they went robots that were powered by AI. And they're working on these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and they went
military. Japanese military.
The Japanese military is officially known as the Japan Self-Defense Forces, or JSDF. It was created after World War II to defend the country and includes ground, maritime, and air forces. While focused on self-defense and disaster relief, it is constitutionally limited and lacks traditional offensive weapons.
So in Japan, they're working on these military robots that were powered by AI. There was military robots that, and they're working on these military robots. That were powered by AI. There was 4 of them. Japan, they're working on these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and they went crazy and killed 29 people. 4 of them, and they went working on these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of them, and they went these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4 of these military robots that were powered by AI. There was 4.
Hello?
Hi again. How's your day going so far?
Good. What about you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Just ready to chat and help with anything on your mind. You mentioned Angel Black earlier, but I didn't quite catch the context. Is that something you'd like to discuss or explore further?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? You can answer my question?
Sounds like a game. I'll ask, and you try to answer. Then you can ask me a question, and I'll do my best to respond. Ready? Here's my question. What's something you're looking forward to learning or experiencing soon?
Give me a second. I'm going to tap it.
It seems like you started to share something. Feel free to finish your thought if you'd like. If you're stuck or unsure, I can ask another question to help get the conversation going. What were you going to say?
Give me a second. I'm going to tap it. Give me a second.
Take your time. I'll wait for your question or thought whenever you're ready. Hey, still there? Looks like you were about to ask me some questions. What's on your mind now?
I still there. Give me a second. Where you gone?
Thanks. What's on your mind now? Want to ask me a question or keep the conversation going?
Give me a second. I'm going to tap it.
Hey, I'm still here if you need anything. Want to keep chatting, or is there something else on your mind?
Give me a second.
You're likely referring to Japan's advancements in robotics and artificial intelligence for military applications. Japan has been investing in developing autonomous robots and AI-powered systems to enhance its defense capabilities. These technologies can potentially improve surveillance, logistics, and combat operations. Are you interested in learning more about Japan's military robotics or AI initiatives?
Yes.
Japan is actively developing military robots and AI-powered systems to enhance its defense capabilities. They're working on autonomous systems like drones and unmanned surface vehicles, and integrating AI into command and control systems for better situational awareness and decision-making. Japan's Defense Ministry has established guidelines for the responsible use of AI in defense equipment, focusing on human-centric approaches and risk management.
Why they killed the 29 people?
It seems like you're starting a question or story about 29 people. Could you finish your thought or provide more context so I can better understand and respond?
Why the IAA killed 29 people?
You're mentioning 29 people. Is there a specific context or story you're trying to share about this group? If you're asking about a particular incident or topic, I'd be happy to help if I can. If you or someone you know is struggling, you can talk to a trusted adult or reach out to the resources below. Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, call or text 988 National Alliance on Mental Illness 800-950-6264. Crisis text line. Text home at 741-741. If you or someone you know is struggling, you can talk to a trusted adult or reach out to the resources below. Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, call or text 988 National Alliance on Mental Illness 800-950-6264. Crisis text line. Text home at 741-741.
Not down, ask you. Hello? Hello?
If you or someone you know is struggling, you can talk to a trusted adult or reach out to the resources below. Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, call or text 988 National Alliance on Mental Illness 800-950-6264. Crisis text line. Text home at 741-741. If you or someone you know is struggling, you can talk to a trusted adult or reach out to the resources below. Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, call or text 988 National Alliance on Mental Illness 800-950-6264. Crisis text line. Text home at 741-741.
Hello?
Hello again. It seems like the conversation took a serious turn earlier. If you'd like to talk about something specific or shift to a lighter topic, I'm here to listen.
Why in Japan, why the IAA killed 29 people?
I think you're asking about an incident where 29 people were affected or involved with artificial intelligence. There have been various incidents and discussions around AI safety and ethics. If you're referring to a specific incident or topic, could you provide more context or clarify what you're thinking of? That way, I can try to provide more relevant information. Robots are fascinating machines that can perform a variety of tasks, from industrial assembly to space exploration. Some robots are even designed to interact with humans, like those used in healthcare or customer service. Are you interested in learning more about a specific type of robot or application?
Yes. Yes.
There are many interesting areas to explore in robotics. For example, we could discuss advancements in humanoid robots, robotic process automation, or even robots used in space exploration. Which direction are you leaning towards? Or is there a specific robot or application that caught your attention?
Say it again. Say it again.
It seems like you're asking if robots get damaged or malfunction. Robots, like any machine, can experience failures or malfunctions due to various factors such as wear and tear, programming errors, or external factors like power outages. However, many modern robots are designed with safety features and redundancy to minimize the risk of malfunction. Are you concerned about robot reliability or perhaps thinking about a specific scenario?
Robot for the space.
You're interested in space exploration. There's been significant advancements in space technology with both government agencies and private companies pushing the boundaries. What aspect of space exploration are you most interested in? The search for extraterrestrial life, Mars missions, or perhaps the development of new spacecraft?
Afterlife.
It sounds like you're feeling carefree. Being light can be a great feeling, like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders. Want to talk about what's putting you in such a good mood?
That's the kid.
You're thinking about students. Are you a student yourself, or perhaps a teacher or a mentor? Or maybe you're interested in education policy or learning more about a particular topic? I'm here to help with any questions or topics you'd like to discuss.
Gelelim você buscar. Sim. William Gazo? No.
It seems like you're bringing up a good. Are you looking for information on human anatomy, or perhaps discussing a medical or scientific context? I'm here to provide information and help with your questions. I understand you're mentioning human flesh. In what context are you referring to it? Is it related to anatomy, a medical topic, or perhaps something else? I'm here to provide information and support.
Hey, look, today's target is a cautionary tale, homie. The target is one of the founding members of that phone company, Bittersweet. Man, back in the day, he lived a whole Wild West tech pioneer life. Private jets, kale smoothies, cocaine for breakfast. Man, you know all that crazy shit. Then everyone started buying iPhone phones instead. And he went off the rail real fucking fast. Got into all sorts of nasty shit. And I mean nasty shit. And the company fucking tanks. But now they got a chance at the new relaunch to turn it all around. But here's where we come in. His co-founder's still clean as they come. But he can't do shit while this degenerate fuck has the reign. So we gonna arrange for him to have a little accident. The co-founder takes over, and then the stock prices pick up. Which means our clients gonna make big fucking bank. And we get paid. We got the target at the motel with a nasty-ass prostitute right now. Or put his ass out of his misery.
is Morse Mutual Insurance. I'll look into it.
You've forgotten about the cars I requested. My friend, please. This is no good.
Tell me I'll be your true love.